We've reached that time again. More Nisemonogatari. And that can never be a bad thing, can it? Of course, maybe under these circumstances, because, well, he got a rather distressing call with his sister potentially in danger. He gets home and she is gone. So, great. We're having another Shinobu moment where he's going to have to go out and search for her. Of course, this time it won't be so easy as just looking at his own shadow, mainly because I'm pretty sure his sister is technically human. So without further ado, let's get into episode 7. Well, that was simple. She's still weak then. So she can't let it go even until she gets back some strength. If she got destroyed on the initial meeting, what thinks she can do it in a weakened state? Great. We've got a fight now on our hands. Just as the scar kicks in. To be fair, she could probably kick his ass. He's not really a fighter, is he? Of course, she won't win in endurance, mainly because he can heal any damage. And if he could stand up to Kamburu's onslaught, where he literally had his innards ripped out, I'm sure his sister will go slightly lighter on him. It will be kind of interesting to see if she gets any kind of recompense in the way of kind of special powers as a result of this bee curse. Yeah, he'd happily fight Hachikushi and the others, but now he has morals. Or, you know, the whole you can't hit women or your sisters thing. So what makes her think she can take on Kaiki? Weird kind of comment to make. Yep, she's probably way more trained. Of course. You see, I'm half expecting this fight. Okay, now I know exactly what's. How much of this is reality and how much is it in her mind? This is the damage she's causing. I'm guessing. Yeah, he's on about Kamburo. Kambaru. Quite an impressive fight. Yeah, she's being affected by it as well. Oh dear, so now he's got two women angry at him. And she's not happy with that command, is she? Okay, what, bring her donuts or something? Okay, interesting information. At least Araragi was preferencing her adult form. Also, she's got an adult form. She doesn't seem... There we go, there's his... All of his wounds are gone. Does she know that he can heal quite quick? Or has she not noticed? You're not getting too much leverage or power behind some of those handstand kick things. Impressive nonetheless. Nonetheless. No. I agree with that statement. And, well, she's the one thinking that she is always in the right and whatever she... As long as she wins, she's correct. Yeah, she's technically quite strong, but it's not... There we go. Her way of thinking is off. Is he saying because they're basically working for everyone else instead of themselves, they don't have a true reason? Not, not too far from the truth. Villains are much easier to spot, though, aren't they? They're so comically evil. I was trying to remember the quote there. Koyomi there with the deep introspection and the actually impressive logic. Of course it has. Yeah. Does she think that their actions only affect them? Of course he hates them, but he loves them nonetheless. It's part of family, isn't it? Because, yeah. Well, yeah, she's still ill. It's also probably a bit safer for him to go after the evil of the world, the one that hurt his sister. I didn't get all of that. Did he go back and get Hitagi? Mm-hmm. The fact that he remembers her. And she did want to see him again so that she can punish him. No, he's no longer interested. Does he have anything interesting for them to know? Well, that was easy. And what's the catch? The fact that if it was just hypnosis, that she could fall for it quite easily. Wow. Yeah, what's going on? Of course he's not. Because he's always correct in his mind. Hmm. Well, for him, it might be the truth. Who knows? But what's the reason he's even there to chat? Yeah, what happened to all of her pencils? Great. Well, that's easy for him. He just moves on to the next target. It's not stopping him at all. Just passing the buck. It's a lesson that she's learned, isn't it? But he looks very wearisome of this conversation. What's with the sense of distance between the characters? Now they're huge, hugely vastly apart, and then it's they're only standing meters away. Is he trying to go down the pity route to get them to underestimate him again, or is he trying to curry their favor? But he is something different, isn't he? At any moment, he probably could call Shinobu out to end matters. Well, I don't think we really want to play around with these games. Yeah, you got to have some sort of dissonance to say that you don't believe and yet still afraid. Hmm. Fitting music considering where they are. Oh, I thought there was more of a meta joke there, but it's not. Okay. Is he referencing something else there, like the dancing disease or syndrome, or it was? Or was the Ray Fire B actually a thing? He's very good with his words, isn't he, this guy? And he's content with his place, isn't he? Ah, okay. Does it matter? Oh, in that one he can make the comparison. For oh dear. Oh, he's lost all of their details. Shinjuku doesn't really care for true justice, does she? Yeah, I like that. If you go through life having people protect you on every stage, when will you learn to stand up for yourself? Sometimes it takes more direct approach, as she has put it. Sometimes you have to learn the hard lessons. That's probably not a good thing to say. Nice imagery there in the silhouette. Well, the first thing to actually surprise him. Would he know his opinion if there's no recompense out of it? He has no interest. Is that meant to be comforting or not? I'm going to say with not. Possibly, but also considering this guy. Mm-hmm. You really think he'd go into something like this with no prior research or knowledge? I mean, I can take his words with a grain of salt, but it would also kind of make sense. First person to try and help, and she did jump at Araragi when he showed interest in trying to help her. What did I say? Yeah, I guess. It's a roundabout way. So did they actually wrap things up with that Kaiki guy? And she's giving up on that easily. Has she really absolved everything though? Yeah, because it's an obligation right now rather than a true request. Her words and her actions have hmm. Who's really in control here? I have a feeling that this is in response to the things that this Kaiki guy has said. Okay. 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 Alright. And they say nothing. Fair enough. Doesn't seem like they're getting too much trouble this time. That would explain the whole Nisse part, wouldn't it? And everyone's true intentions and feelings obviously are clouded and hidden away because who really shows their full intentions and, you know, shows off their hand before, well, ever, until at least they've won. Kaiki was the type to be able to cut through the BS that people can spout in a way to absolve themselves, maybe. But he's also very good at twisting and manipulating words to suit his own goals and intentions. I think he got out of that quite well. Now this one has kind of gone on long enough, so I don't really want to drag it out too much further. Especially since you know what's coming. There's a second episode out very shortly, if not already. So, maybe we'll just jump straight into that and we can get a proper rundown after. But if you do want to take a break, make sure to stay awesome, properly get some rest so that, well, you too can stand up for justice. And I'll see you in the next one.